If you work in digital, you just cannot avoid thinking about accessibility anymore. 1 in 5 internet users have some sort of accessibility needs, whether it be permanent or temporary disabilities. And it's even becoming a hard requirement now for public sector and private organization with legal implication if you fail to provide compliant digital service to your users. So here is my 5-step framework to plan, design, and build an accessible website or web application when you start a new project. Let's get to it. Welcome to this new edition of Digital Blitz, your short brief on everything UX, tech, and compliance. I'm Sylvain Reiter, and I'm here to help you succeed in digital by delivering better experiences for your team and your customers. We all know how businesses have to provide physical access ramps or dedicated parking spots for disabled users. Well, it's the same online, and you might have heard about stories where large companies have been fined under Section 508 of the American Disability Act for failing to provide great digital service. And the same applies in the UK and in the EU too, everywhere around the world, really. So if you are involved in managing an online website or portal for end users, you need to invest into accessibility throughout the project. First of all, it starts with the strategy and the user experience planning. Will help you define how you structure the navigation, how it's going to be accessed by keyboard, how the search or the layout of the pages are going to be organized. And you also need to consider the content, like the text, make sure it's really clear and logical, and also the PDF elements that like we discussed in the previous videos. The second element is the creative and visual design, where you need to ensure that the color contrast ratio is very high, and you need to design all the focus states of the element and tie that in with the overall branding guideline. Third is the technical coding, and this is key on how the front-end templates are going to be built, make sure they have all the right tags and the attributes, because that's what's going to drive most of the assistive technology that disabled users might have. Fourth, we need to look at the validation stage. There are some tools that can try to automate that, like Axe or Lighthouse, but they're not very accurate. So it's always good to get an independent expert, external validation about the platform that you're trying to build. And fifth, the last one, is to remember that it's never really done. Because every time you add new features, you build new pages, you should always validate the accessibility. Also, because the rules and the legal guidelines are always evolving and subject to interpretation sometimes. So you need to make sure that you bake that part of the process on every ongoing releases as part of your schedule. So that's it. I hope it gives you a better idea about how complex it can be to deliver fully accessible websites. And I really hope that you will continue to invest in accessibility, because it's not just for your end users, but it will also be beneficial for your SEO, your conversion, and for everyone else. So why not do it properly? If you need any support with accessibility for your next website or a SaaS product, leave me some comments below or get in touch. You can watch more videos about digital optimization on my channel, and don't forget to subscribe to keep learning with me and grow your career in digital. Until next time, stay safe and see you soon.